Yay Networks.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast. Today we have a little girls talk episode. So I have a very special guest. We have makeup artist, content creator, mama of a beautiful baby boy, Genbthegem, as known on social media. Hi.
Hello guys.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How is this your first podcast ever?
It is.
Oh my gosh.
I always said I was never going to be on a podcast, but
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
you're
we're
special.
honored.
So
Thanks.
we're here.
Oh, yay. I asked her. So she's actually in Colorado. You've been here for 3 days already, right?
Yeah.
And I asked her, when was it? The first day I saw you on Saturday. I was like, would you want to be on the podcast? And she said yes. So we're very honored.
Oh, no, thank you for having me.
Oh, no,
I
thank
feel
you.
honored.
Yay. I feel like we get to know a little bit of you on social media, but I want to bring more depthness into your person and how you started everything. So I have help from my social media followers, of course. I asked them to ask me questions on Instagram. So we're going to get started basically so you guys can get to know everything about her. So you can spill the beans.
I love it.
Yay. So do you want to just start by telling us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, all the good things?
So I was born and raised in Vegas. I started social media I feel like kind of like everyone, just for fun. I would post my makeup like gigs on there because I used to freelance. And then TikTok came around and I was like, oh, let me just post tutorials for fun. Little by little, I started noticing that like, okay, you can make money on here. And I quit my job at Sephora. And then from there, I decided to just stick to freelancing and content creation. Then content creation took over and I'm here now.
Oh my gosh.
But,
So when did you start doing makeup? Like,
I actually started like right after I graduated high school. So 2016, I would just do it like for fun, like just for like prom, like homecoming, stuff like that. And then I went to makeup school 2018, got my license, and I stopped freelancing, I think like 2 years ago.
okay.
Something like that.
So have you always seen makeup as kind of like a hobby, or has it just always been a passion to you?
I feel like, little fun fact, all my family's in the beauty industry.
Oh,
So I feel like I always grew up around like that side of it. And then, I don't know, I kind of just started, I don't know, 2016, you know, like Anastasia dip brows, all of that.
Yes.
I really got into makeup. So from there, my cousin told me like, oh, can you do my makeup for, I forgot what. And I did. And she's like, oh, you should start freelancing. And dude, se me subió a la cabeza. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I can. I look back at those pictures. I'm like, girl, they're not very cute, but yeah, it kind of all started from there.
Oh my gosh. Well, I love how you do your makeup. I feel like ever since
Thank
I
you.
met you, I'm like, you are so talented in how you do your
Thank
makeup.
you.
It
I
always looks so
appreciate
good. And in person, it just looks 10 times better, to be honest.
You're so sweet.
But that's amazing. And also, we met through social media. So how long were you doing social media? And because we met in 2021, I believe, right? It was like right before I got pregnant, I think. Was
Well,
it?
like we met in person 2022, but like I think I found you like probably early 2021.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems right.
Yeah. So how long were you on social media then?
Ya tenía 2 years because I started TikTok 2019.
Oh, wow.
End of 2019,
Oh,
November.
my God. That's like way before COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like I started a few months and I was already doing like Instagram, but it wasn't like anything serious. I think TikTok was like what made it become like something.
So did you know TikTok before it was TikTok, like Musically, or no?
I knew of it, but I didn't have an account. Yeah.
So when you started TikTok in 2019, you started like full on makeup.
So I was doing strictly only makeup. Now I do like lifestyle fashion.
So you're like
a little bit more.
OG on TikTok.
You think so?
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people started in 2020 kind of when obviously there was nothing else to do because that's when I started. But you've been doing it for way longer. That's awesome.
I think that's actually why I kind of like grew my, like the first year I grew like a lot just because I feel like everyone was on their phone. Like shut down, everyone was on their phone.
Literally.
So I got that little advantage.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's so cool.
Now, us learning new things about each other.
Like 2019, that's a long time. Like you've been doing it for a while. That's so cool. Well, I actually have a question here that says, because like I feel like we all know now that TikTok is like a great space to grow rapidly. So how long did it take you, how long did it take you to pop off on TikTok, would you say?
I would say, so like every year from when I started to like now, I've grown like around 100K.
Wow.
No más que this last year, I mean, I got pregnant and stuff, and I feel like I kind of slowed down. So I haven't grown as much, but I feel like the first 2-3 years, it was around like 100K.
Wow, that's awesome. If you could give someone advice on that, what would you say? Like consistency, or?
I feel like you have to be consistent, whether you're doing makeup looks or literally cleaning. I feel like you just have to be consistent, and it doesn't even mean you have to do like these full-on like videos. Like I watch the randomest things on TikTok. Like I literally watch people mowing their grass, like wait, how do you say
mowing their grass?
What did I say?
Lowing.
Oh, what the hell?
It's okay, I understood what you meant.
I'm like, yeah, what the hell? That's what happens when you're bilingual.
Yeah.
But a lo que me refiero, like you just got to be very consistent with whatever you do.
Right.
And I feel like for me, like if I post, this is what helped me at the beginning. If I would post like lip tutorials, like get ready with me, like whatever it was, I would always see what did it the best that week. And let's say if it was like a foundation recommendation video, I don't know, I would do that the next week. Like just kind of switch it up, but go along that video, because I feel like you just kind of have to repeat what's doing good,
right? And
then once you get like kind of a little bit more engagement, then you can kind of branch out.
So
then that's why it took me a while to then post fashion videos, like lifestyle, because I feel like at the beginning you kind of have to niche down.
Yeah, I totally agree. I feel like you have to feed your followers what they want, you know?
Yes,
that's awesome. Well, yeah, I think consistency has always been something that I feel like on every platform, but I feel like you get the most out of TikTok.
Yes, I agree.
That's amazing. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to get into the questions since I already asked one of the ones that we had. I guess you can dive a little bit into how you started social media. So like what made you go on TikTok and like start uploading your looks?
I feel like because it was just trendy. Like I didn't really see myself like, oh, I'm going to become a content creator, because I really didn't even know what that was. Like I knew the OG YouTubers and stuff, but I didn't ever think like, oh, I can become that. It was kind of just like, oh, I kind of want to get like on PR lists. Like that was my goal, but I didn't take it too serious. And I think that's what really helped me, that I didn't really pay attention to the numbers.
Right.
Like I would kind of just do it for fun. And then I saw that it was doing it and I'm like, okay, like I need to continue doing this. But wait, what was the question?
It was just how you got into it.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I think, yeah, just for fun. Like, yeah, it was literally
like
just
hobby
fun.
vibes. I feel like that's a good way to see it, because now since influencing is so common, I feel like people go into it being like, I want to grow and I want to go viral overnight, and that's a little bit hard. So if you have like a hobby take on influencing, I feel like you'll be a little bit more patient and it'll be a funner journey.
Yeah,
funner.
I feel like
that's not a word. A
it
better
is
journey
me.
for you.
Yeah. I just feel like, don't take it too serious. Have fun with it. And then I feel like just one thing, like really communicate and engage with your community, whether that's 5 followers or 500, like people really, really appreciate that.
And I feel like brands really appreciate creators that get that engagement, because they're going back and forth with their followers, and it almost feels like a better community than if you have like 1 million followers and only 20,000 engage with your content.
Because it feels like you have like an online friend.
Right.
Like, I love that.
So you within that first year, 2019, because they're asking how quick did you blow up on TikTok? Would you say it took you that year to grow into 100K?
Yeah, so like so I started in November 2019, so I would say like, I think it was actually November 2020 was when I reached 100K.
Okay.
Yeah, I think around there.
That's awesome. And what do you use to film? Like, is it just your phone, or do you think that they need professional cameras and tripods?
No. I mean, I have it, but like, it's kind of just like for fun. I feel like for TikTok and Instagram, it's usually always my phone, especially TikTok. Like, I never use my camera for that. It's too much work. I feel like TikTok is so easy to use. Like, don't overthink it. So I started off back then, I don't know what iPhone I had, probably like the 12, 13. And always a front camera. And then lighting too. Like, I think lighting does a big difference for your content, but I use Amazon $40 lights, like nothing crazy.
Do you film more in natural light or like Amazon lights?
Oh, with my Amazon lights,
Yeah.
yeah. I literally use 2 Amazon lights, $40.
Okay. We'll have her Amazon storefront linked so you can go get them.
Yeah, dude, they're so good.
Oh, that's so good. And I feel like it just makes the makeup pop out a lot more.
1,000%.
And so did you start freelancing at the same time, or were you freelancing way before that?
No, I started freelancing, well, like my first like gig was end of 2016. And then 2017 I took, it wasn't like super busy, but I did some here and there. And then 2018, I went to makeup school.
It's so cool to like see your passion, you know, because to this day, like you're still passionate about how you do your makeup. So to see that it's been for years and years and years, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, I love like doing makeup, not even just like on myself, but like on other people too. But I literally just stopped because COVID happened, and then it got very strict with like the casinos and stuff because I live in Vegas, so it was just like not very convenient for me. And then thankfully, like very blessed to say that content creation was working out, so I just stuck to it.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Guys, I am going on a little side quest recently, and I have been dabbling into coaching. You are looking at my local high school's new assistant coach, and honestly, I don't know how the heck I made time for this little side gig, but when you truly like something and enjoy doing it, you can make time for it.
Yeah, guys, kids are always learning and growing, and I think as adults, we lose that curiosity.
What's something you'd like to learn? Gardening, a new language, or how to beat your friend in a new sport?
Therapy can help you reconnect with your sense of wonder because your back-to-school era can come at any age.
Therapy keeps me growing because it allows more space in my mind to open up, therefore try new things.
And therapy helps me keep learning because I get to talk to someone and learn new things about myself every week. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule.
Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge.
Rediscover your curiosity with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/spillthebeans today to get 10% off your first month.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/spillthebeans.
So right now, like, you're really busy, but let's take it back to before you got pregnant. How would you say you scheduled your content, or what did you like? Would you wake up and be like, today I'm gonna film this, or would you sit down like on a Monday and be like, on Monday I'm gonna film this, on Tuesday? How do you go about planning your content?
To be honest, I don't know if this is horrible, but I've never been the type to like schedule it out because I'm the type of person that like, if I say tomorrow I want to film like a, I don't know, brown smoky eye, maybe tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I don't want to do that.
Right.
Like, so I think that's like the great part of this job, that I don't have to do what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like maybe during the week I'll say like, I want to film a foundation review video by this week, but I don't say like, it's going to be this day at this time. But I do have like, on my notes, I will put, this is like what I want to film. And I'll ask people every now and then like, oh, what do you guys want to see from me? And then I'll kind of just take pieces from there and I'll start like checking them off. But it's not like so strict.
Right. Oh, that's so good. So you kind of just go based off your inspiration, but you do have like a list of things that you want to put out eventually.
So like I'll just start checking that off. Do you schedule your stuff?
Heck no, girl.
Okay.
I wake up and I'm like,
am I crazy?
I'm a vlog
like,
today.
Yeah.
No, you're not crazy at all. That's really good. And how would you say it's helped you like branch out? Because you started with just makeup strictly, but you're like doing fashion content, kind of lifestyle, which I am obsessed with. So how did you decide, or what made you start branching out?
I feel like I kind of just heard what the people wanted to see, because we would be like, oh, post your outfits more. And I'm like, really? Like, I feel like for me, makeup is always like my main accessory, and I dress usually just in neutral colors. Right. But I think I have like a, what is it called? A capsule wardrobe.
Okay.
Not necessarily. Awesome. Like I do have some funky, like trendy pieces, but I feel like for the most part, I try to stick to pieces that I can switch between each other. Right. And I think people enjoy seeing that. Yeah. So then, I just listened to what they wanted. And then with lifestyle, I'm like, it's easier to post lifestyle content throughout the week when you don't know what to film. So I started posting like little coffee, like home coffee videos, or I don't know, just little things like that.
Yeah, whatever works for you at the moment. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
And I think people enjoy that too, because they get to see like more of your personality rather than just seeing like, oh, makeup tutorial, you know?
Okay. And I know that another big thing on your social media, it's your hair, because it's
beautiful
and long and luscious. How first of all, how did you get it to be like that? And I do know that your mom is a cosmetologist. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So was she kind of your inspiration to it? Because I would think I follow someone that her mom's her cosmetologist, so she's always bleaching, cutting, doing that. How does that inspire your hair? Is it like you stray away from changing it a lot, or because it's long and luscious?
Well, to be honest, like I think I had my fun with changing my hair so many times. Like right after high school, because I went pink, purple, blue. Like I did all these fun colors, and then I had my fun. I was like, okay, time to go back to my natural hair color, and then I kept it black for so long. 2020, I got bored, bleached it.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went back to black because I just feel my best in black, and I'm sure you could say the same too.
1,000%.
I love having black hair, but I will say having my mom as a cosmetologist has helped me keep my hair like very healthy.
Okay.
I think genetics play a huge part.
Right.
Like my hair has always been very thick and, well, not long, but like just very shiny. Like
healthy.
Shout out to my parents. We have good hair genes.
Oh,
but,
that's good.
Yeah, definitely it plays a huge part because I've been using like professional hair products since like middle school.
Oh.
Because she always wants us to use like the best stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know, as of like color, like now I did the red. And I
Which
was just
was
like,
really
it was
pretty
fun.
too,
I don't
yeah.
regret that one. But yeah, black just makes me feel so confident.
And it looks so good. And I just
thank
love how you
you.
style it because you curl it so nice. I could never get my hair to look like yours, but
Your
it's
hair
really
always
good.
looks so
Oh,
good. I
thanks.
think you're too hard on
It's the
yourself.
overnight curl, girl. So with that being said, like talking about your hair, because I really love it, what would be like your top 3 shampoo, conditioner, maybe a hair mask? Like what products do you use, if you don't mind sharing?
Yeah, shampoo, Joico brand. Honestly, I've switched the different like they carry so many different ones. I like the volumizing one or the hydrating one the best. Those two are like my faves. I don't use conditioner that often.
Okay.
I substitute it for the It's a 10 mask.
Okay.
If you've never tried that one, have you tried it?
Is it the leave-in conditioner or just the mask?
Just the mask.
Okay.
Yeah. So because my mom's a cosmetologist, she gets me like the big jug. And it's
that's awesome.
If you know a cosmetologist, get it from there because Target
For
is
real.
expensive, girl.
Yes, it is.
But I use that for conditioner, and I would say another one. I don't know, another hair product that I like a lot. The what's it called? Not your mother, or is that what it?
I have no idea.
I think it's called Not Your Mother's Detangler. It's like a pink bottle with like a spray thing you get at Ultra Target.
Okay.
I have to use that every single time whenever I'm brushing my hair after I shower. And it's so good. It smells so good.
Okay, perfect. And Joico is available at like TJ Maxx and
Yes,
Marshalls.
I get mine at TJ Maxx pretty
too.
often because I can't get my mom to go to the store all the time.
Right.
But yeah, but it's good. It's like $25.
Yeah, it's
for,
not
like,
that.
you know.
Yeah, that's really good. Oh, awesome. Thanks for letting us in your little secrets. Okay, let's get started a little bit more into the questions. What would you say inspires your fashion style? I know you talked a little bit about having a wardrobe, capsule wardrobe.
Yeah.
How did you get into that? Has it always been a capsule, or did you just kind of grow into just getting like statement pieces that you always keep?
I would say it wasn't always like that because I feel like it's really bad, but I wasn't addicted to Shein, but like it's just so cheap, and when you're not making a lot of money, like it's very convenient. But I feel like because of my older sister, I started like thrifting more. I feel like she inspires my style a lot. She's just very like a clean girl.
Okay.
And it's just so much easier to style that way. But I feel like Pinterest is my BFF too. Like if I don't know what to wear, I'm going to go on Pinterest in the morning, look up like outfits, and then go from there. Okay. And also just following other creators who are like very fashionable too. Like it always helps. I'm saving like all the time. Saving ideas all the time.
I love that. So with thrifting, aside from that, what would you say are your like top 3 clothing stores?
Well, I honestly only go to Savers and on Mondays because it's half off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think we have one here. Is it only in Vegas, or like is it everywhere kind of?
Actually, I don't know. I think it's a chain.
Okay.
I think, but I'm not 100% sure. But in Vegas, yeah, there's like a couple. Like go on Mondays. When you go to Vegas, I'm gonna take you.
Okay, please.
Mondays are half off, and I've gotten like, oh my god, I got Alessandro clothes. Like I got him a Knights jersey the other day for like $1.50 or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I've
really
gotten
good.
jeans like Levi's for like less than $10, which even if you go on a regular day, what like $20 for vintage Levi's is good. But I mean, it sounds better as $10.
Yeah, it does. And when you do go thrifting, what do you say you look for? Like, do you just go through all the racks and look for them, or do you know exactly where you're gonna go?
I feel like every time I go thrifting, it's always like, what am I looking for today? So sometimes it's like I need home decor. Like, I mean, I moved out almost a year ago, so I feel like even now I'm still kind of looking for home decor. So I'll look at like their vases, and then like their frames. Even like books, I will just take off the cover and use it for like your like living room, like coffee table.
So cool.
What else? I feel like jeans I always check, but I always check the guys' jeans.
Yeah.
I never look at the girl jeans. But in downs from the guys always are really nice because I could use it kind of just like with like baggy jeans or even like as a swimsuit like cover up. Yeah, I like doing that. Bags are always like my favorite at thrift stores too. But I feel like I never have that much luck with blouses, but yeah, I always just go in with like a plan, like, oh, this is what you're I'm looking for, because that makes it easier.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I know this is kind of a niche question, but it's because I don't know if you know me in the sense that I'm a scary cat. Like, I'm terrified of anything and everything. I can't watch scary movies at the house or anything like that. But I do see a lot of creators go thrifting for home decor, and I've watched a lot of scary movies. So when they get something like from a garage sale or a thrift store from like someone that passed or something, they get really scared because then that's how the movie starts, right? Like they bring this thing into the house and then it's haunted and they start saying things. So are you a scaredy cat like that, or is it just me?
Honestly, I've never thought about it. Okay. But I've heard like don't buy mirrors. Okay, or mirrors. The other one is don't buy like stuffed animals, and that one I don't think I would ever buy stuffed animals because I don't know, I just wouldn't. But I feel like once I thought of it, I'm like, that's kind of creepy. Like, what if, I don't know, like, what if they do something to it and like I feel like te duele más porque ya es con tus niños, you know? Like,
that's true.
With you, it's you can handle it, but you don't want anything to happen to you.
Right. And that's what I'm saying with like cuadros, like picture canvases. Those scare me a little bit too, but
I get that.
That's usually where the cutest stuff is at thrift stores, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if I've gone in frames before.
You kind of do clothes and vases, like home decor
stuff. Like little bowls, like to put like your rings and stuff like that.
I love that.
Yeah, I don't think I've gone in frames, but that makes sense. Yeah, but for me, it's like mirrors and like little stuffed animals. Okay. Yeah, that's what have you ever passed the aisle with like the little dolls?
Heck no.
I don't even look at them.
No, contadas son las veces que he ido a like thrift stores because I'm really scared. And I think it's just how I grew up, because I always talk about this. Like, I grew up watching a lot of scary movies, so I'm scared of everything basically. Yeah. So I'm like, I'd rather not go to thrift stores because I'm scared of bringing something home, which probably not the case, you know, but that's just me.
No, but I get it. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
And I honestly, we've gone before, and the t-shirts and jackets, amazing.
But you will not buy? Like,
no, I will.
Oh, you will? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, if I wash it, it'll probably wash all the bad vibes,
you know? Blanca and I are really trying to be healthy, but we're not as hardcore as some people.
We just want to incorporate better habits into our life. One of those being nutrition in our diet. Our sponsor today, Orgain, makes it easy to do just that.
Orgain really resonates with me because not only am I getting my protein in, I'm doing it very enjoyably. They have the best flavors out there.
We choose Orgain because their products are plant-based protein powders that are actually good, and we like to drink them every day.
Orgain is the leader in real protein-powered nutrition that understands that being good for you doesn't have to taste bad.
Orgain's brand new 30-gram complete protein shakes offer protein-packed real nutrition designed to satisfy your cravings, with only 1 gram of sugar per serving and no artificial sweeteners or flavors.
At the end of the day, when I know that maybe I haven't had enough protein as I should have throughout the day, I love knowing that with one Orgain protein shake, I'm getting 30 grams of protein. That's insane.
Orgain 30-gram protein shakes are available at Costco and Orgain.com. If you want to get in on the delicious protein-packed nutrition today, head to Orgain.com/spillthebeans and use code SPILLTHEBEANS for 20% off your order.
Once again, that's Orgain.com/spillthebeans for 20% off, and make sure you use our promo code SPILLTHEBEANS so they know we sent you.
So just recently you had a beautiful baby boy, Alessandro Milan. he's perfect. Guys, I met him and he's just the cutest boy ever.
you.
He's so calm, you know, just everything. And I kind of wanted to dive into your postpartum journey because you're pretty open about it on social media, correct? We just want to get to know a little bit more. I guess we can start with your expectations versus reality. Like, what were your expectations going into postpartum, and then what would you say was your reality?
I feel like I expected, actually before I get into that, my second and third trimester, I dealt with anxiety, second trimester, third trimester, depression, but I never really got the help I needed because I was too scared to like get on anything because I was pregnant with him. And I thought I was going to have him and it was going to be rainbows and butterflies. I knew that it was going to be hard, but I'm like, I already dealt with it like really hard during the pregnancy. Like, can it really get worse than this? And girl, yeah, it can. Oh my gosh. But not to say that it's not beautiful, it is, but it's just, it's hard in the way that like, it's so new to you. Everyone can help you. I have a really amazing circle back at home that like my family, his family really helps me out. But even then it's more just like with your mind, like, like mom guilt, like you always have someone telling you, well, at least with me, I had someone telling me like, no, like you're not doing this. Like, is he actually like full? And I was giving him bottle at this point. So I'm like, I don't know. You start like just going in circles, right? But I would say that it is much more beautiful too than what I expected. Like, I didn't expect to love a human like this much. Like, it's just a completely different type of love. Like, I agree. I love my man, but like with your kid, it's just, it really feels, I don't know. It's indescribable, honestly.
Before your second trimester, when you started experiencing anxiety, did you have that? Like, before you even got pregnant, were you an anxious person or?
Yeah, I would say I was always very like, I mean, not like anxious to the point where I'm like, I kind of need to, maybe I needed to seek help. I don't know. It didn't feel like I needed to. But I was like anxious over like, I think like just woman things like, oh, what if like I get off at the store and like someone tries like, you know, stuff like that. But I feel like, no, it doesn't compare to like what I felt in my second trimester. Also, like I was dealing with like heart palpitations. So like I could be watching TV on my phone and my heart just feels like I went out for a run. Like it was just like pumping really, really fast. This one time I got a massage. My sister and her husband gifted it to me for Christmas. I got a massage and I was like, oh, I'm going to relax. No, dude, I had to pause it like midway because my heart just started pumping and I felt like I was going to throw up. And then we continued it and it was fine. But it was just like little things that I was doing like that. And one day to another, it stopped. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Would you say that pregnancy kind of triggered it more heavily or? Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah. Yeah, I would say yeah.
I feel like also because pregnancy is also so unknown. Like when you see it on social media, like, oh, it's beautiful and you have this belly and you're carrying this baby, but the reality of it, it's like you've never done this before. Is he okay? You know,
yeah, and it's just like little things that can happen. Like, for example, one day I felt like he wasn't moving too much, and he was always like a really big mover.
Okay.
And one day he wasn't moving, and I ordered the little, what is it called? A Doppler?
A Doppler to hear his heartbeat?
I was like, I need to order it because what if he's not moving? And Miguel was like, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to put it away after because you can't be checking him all the time. That's going to make you even more anxious. So it's just like little things like that where it's like, I never expected to be feeling that way. Like no one ever tells you like, oh, like you might get scared if he's not moving. Like, I don't know. There's just things like that made it a little scary, but thankfully, other than that, I feel like my pregnancy was really smooth. Like, I didn't have a hard pregnancy. I feel mentally, maybe a little bit, but
so it was more mental, not physical.
1,000%.
Which is hard because I feel like it's even harder when you're in your head about it. You know?
Yeah.
Pregnancy is already freaking hard. So when you go through pregnancy and then you go through this life-changing labor experience and then you have postpartum, like I feel like it's a lot on a woman, you know, and it's crazy, like. To have all those feelings and be like, is this what you're supposed to be feeling?
Yeah. And then you just feel so guilty about like everything. You're like, is this my fault? Like you blame yourself a lot.
Right. And would you say after you had him and you started experiencing the feelings again, is that when you decided to get help or how long after?
Well, yeah. So I feel like I haven't really talked about like my labor like experience too much, but long story short, I got induced on a Friday, and I didn't have him till Sunday morning, so I was in labor for like over 40 hours. Oh my God. And because I did not dilate 1 centimeter, like it was bad. So they were checking me like every 6 hours to see if I was opening. No, so it got raw down there.
Yeah, I can
started
imagine.
like bleeding, and then they're like, okay, you need a C-section. Like this isn't happening. So I had that. Then he had to stay in the NICU for a week and a half, and I feel like because of that, I was going home without him. I feel like that's what triggered it. Like it became really bad. And I told Miguel, I'm like, dude, I can't do this. Like, I think I need help. Like, it felt just really bad. Like, I need the help. Like, I need to be a good mom. And not saying that I wasn't, but, like, I needed to be, like, my best version so I could be the best for him.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know that is hard because, like, when you're going through that life-changing experience and then on top of that, like, you don't go home with the baby, like, we totally understand where you're coming from, you know? So I'm glad that you were able to get help. And I feel like you also have a strong village, you know, where Miguel was really supportive of your mental health too.
Yeah, they're great. I'm so thankful for them.
Would you say that that's what you recommend? Like, as soon as you start feeling those thoughts, just talk to your partner or to anybody that you trust?
Yeah, like, I feel like definitely, talk to your circle. And then from there, like, at my, 6-week appointment, I talked to my doctor about it. Like, this is how I'm feeling. And then that's when they suggested medication. Okay. And I was like, I'm so open to it. I feel like at the beginning I was kind of like skeptical about it, but it had just gotten so bad that I'm like, no, I think I need the help. If it doesn't work out, then I will stop taking them. But thankfully I've been on it for like, I think like 5 weeks now. Okay. And not gonna lie, I still have my bad days. Yeah. But it's gotten, I feel like I'm seeing like light at the end of the tunnel. Like it's slowly going up.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear that you're feeling much better. I also feel like being a happy mom is what the babies need. Like, it doesn't matter how, if you have to take time for yourself to do this and that, like, as long as you're happy, your babies are going to be happy. So I'm glad that you're bringing light into that, because I feel like a lot of moms need to hear that, you know? Yeah. Because I feel like the mom guilt kind of takes over sometimes, but at the end of the day, if you're happy, your babies will be happy too.
100%, yes.
Oh, and he's so precious and perfect. You. So right now you're currently almost 5 months postpartum? Or just 4?
What day is it today?
Today's September 1st.
No, it's closer to 4 because he's from the 21st.
Oh, so he's almost 4 months.
No, he is 4 months.
Oh, he is 4 months.
Yeah. So, wait, what was the question?
So I'm like, how many months postpartum are you?
Oh, yeah, 4 months.
4 months. Yeah. So do you feel like you're kind of starting to feel a little bit like yourself now, or is it still taking a little bit?
I think so, because I feel like I'm getting the hang of like what he wants, and then even if he's awake, because antes it would be like I'm only gonna get ready if he's napping, and now he does not nap in the mornings for very long. So now I'm like, I need to adjust to his schedule. So I'll keep him busy, I will get ready, and I'll even do my makeup on live sometimes with just him like on the swing or something. But I feel like me getting ready, if I look good, like I'll feel good.
1,000%.
So that's like what I really try to do every day. And if I can't, at least un chongo matching sweat set, so I can feel good and then do what I got to do.
Yeah,
but
like look put together.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. And he's really calm on the like bouncer, so that's
good
yes,
too. He loves the bouncer.
Has he loved it since day one, or?
I think we got it like a month ago.
Okay.
Because he would be on his like little swing, and I noticed he would start like moving his legs. I'm like, that's probably not that safe. So I was like, let me get him a bouncer, and now like it's his favorite thing. Oh my god, he loves it so much.
Yeah, I can tell he's so calm on there, and he swings himself too, so that's cool. Yeah. So with him being 4 months, I'm like, I keep forgetting the dates. So he's 4 months now. What would you say is one of the easiest things about being a mom? Because I feel like when you're pregnant, you're like, oh, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be tough, but you don't know until you know. So what would you say is something that you didn't expect to be easy, but it is pretty easy?
Honestly, this might sound kind of dumb, but I think changing his diaper, I have no brothers. I don't have little boy cousins. I was really intimidated by that. I was like, I don't know how it's going to be for boys, but that's easier. And I will say also, feedings, I thought it was going to be like harder. Like I felt like I wasn't going to know when he's hungry. Okay. But his cues, like I feel like cues are like easier to read than what you think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that is a lot that you go through when you're thinking like, how am I gonna change this little boy's diaper, because you've never really dealt with that.
Yeah.
But I feel like, because you asked me yesterday, I was like, do you think it was easier changing Franco or Belen? And I was like, oh, for sure the boys, you know, because I just feel like girls are so fragile, and like you want to make sure they're super clean.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah, but you're like, you just wipe, you know.
A little quick thing right there.
Has
But
he
yeah.
ever peed on you?
Oh, dude, so many times. Literally the day that we brought him home from the hospital, like I'll put him on the changing table, and dude, we have him like on the dresser, and he has like his little peanut thing. Dude, he blessed the house.
Oh my
Peed
gosh.
on like the little basket we have next to it on the wall. Yeah, I'm like, okay. And then he did it not yesterday. The day we got here.
Oh,
Did it at
really?
Noemi's house.
Oh, you did tell me
Like,
that.
oh my
That's
god,
so
dude.
funny.
This is like a habit now, I guess.
Yeah,
but
it's like you get used to it. You're like,
yeah,
whatever.
I'm like, oh, I'll clean it up. It's normal.
You know what is funny? You know how there's a lot of like Mexican myths, but one of the myths my mom has told me about is that, maybe this is too niche and I shouldn't say it, but whatever. They're like, if you put baby's pee, it doesn't matter if it's a boy or a girl, but just baby's pee on your face, like it's supposed to be like super good for your skin. Isn't that crazy?
Have you
I'm
done
like,
that?
I've never tried it before.
I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna try that.
I'm like,
but
if I get desperate enough, I'm gonna try it. But just because they say like, well, I think I've heard, and or correct me if I'm wrong, but that pee is sterile, is it, or no? Am I tripping?
I don't know.
You know what? I don't watch enough Survivor to know this, but if I am right, I heard that pee is sterile. So it's like when it's coming from a baby, it's like super clean, you know, because basically all they do is drink milk. So I was like, maybe if one day I get a little bit desperate with my skin,
Try it and let me know.
I'm gonna have to try it, and I'll send you a text.
I'll be waiting on it.
Oh, thank you.
You're gonna be texting me like, I tried it.
Don't try it, girl. What is your favorite thing about being a mom?
Oh my god, dude. I think it's like when he wakes up,
Yeah.
because usually like when he wakes up at 7, he usually has a feeding at 5. So when he wakes up at 7, he's not hungry.
Okay.
He wakes up and just like, I'll be like, oh, buenos dias. And that smile, dude,
Oh,
it kills
yeah.
me. I think that's like my favorite part of the day.
Oh,
or like
that's
around
awesome.
noon, he's just so chirpy, and now he like screams and stuff. Oh, and I love that.
You like hearing his vocals?
Yeah. Or like when I leave a room and I come back and he like jumps. Oh, that's my favorite. I'm like, oh, like obviously I've told this to my guy. I'm like, it's so beautiful being someone's favorite person.
I feel like as they grow, you start noticing like, dang, I'm really like, they're in love with me.
Yeah. And I told my guy, he's like, what about me? I'm like, no, like that's completely different.
Absolutely.
Like,
and you know what I read is that I'm not sure until how old or how many months they are, but they think that they're just you, like you guys are the same person.
oh my God, that is so cute.
So basically when I read this on like their leaps and stuff, but I think around month, I don't know, and these aren't for sure, but around like month 8 or 9, they start getting separation anxiety, because they know like you can set them down and walk away from them and leave them alone. And then that's when they start realizing like, oh, I'm apart from you, like we're not the same person, you know. So it's like that's
interesting.
that's why they're in love with you, because they just think you're you know,
Yeah,
like it just
that
one.
makes sense. Oh, I have never heard of that. That's so like it's so cute but sad.
I know, pobrecitos. And I feel like that's when dads come in, because I do think that dads have a harder time connecting with them when they're newborns, because they don't really need them that much, you know, unless
Yeah.
they're helping with the feedings and like skin to skin, you know. But I feel like as they grow, that's when dads really start stepping in, you know, where they become the fun parent. They start playing with them and, you know, taking them out and stuff. So I feel like that's always something that you tell dads, because they're like, oh, I just feel like I'm not their person, you know. But it's like, no, they still love you, you know. It's just that they need a little bit more from moms.
And plus, like, they were in your belly for so long, so I feel like they're gonna feel close to you at the beginning. And like, for example, in your instance that you breastfeed, I feel like, because I told Jonathan yesterday, I was like, oh, do you feel like you're Berlin's favorite person? Because what I've heard is like boys always prefer moms, girls always prefer their dads. And he's like, well, maybe not yet, because she breastfeeds, but like maybe when she stops, then I think it's gonna be like that. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I didn't think about that, but yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also feel with Franco right now, he's kind of his favorite person, because he's fun, you know. And I'm always like, oh, he's going to get hurt, or oh, he's going to do this, you know?
Yeah.
And Jonathan's like wrestling and taking, like, even to the point where he's potty trained right now, but he's always like, no, papá me lleva, no, papá me baña, no, papá me duerme, you know? So it's like, it's so nice to see the transition, because I feel like for the first year of their life, you're kind of their go-to person. Yeah. But then dad steps in and they start creating a beautiful relationship.
They have such a cute relationship. Even yesterday with the matching outfits, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be Alessandra Miguel. I love
Isn't that so nice to see? Like, I feel like as moms, you don't think about it enough, but you're like, this is your person, like your tiny person that you get to know how to raise them and how to dress
like
them.
You're shaping them and forming them to their own person.
Dead ass shaping an adult, you know? So it's like, how the heck? That's kind of crazy.
Oh my God.
I saw your last TikTok, the one before you posted today.
Oh, about my
last
body?
night, about your body. Amazing. To be honest, and to be completely honest, your body is amazing. Postpartum, you look so beautiful. And I love that you're talking about it, because I feel like a lot of moms don't talk about their postpartum belly or their body, because they're a little bit ashamed. But it's like, at the end of the day, you brought a life into this world. You know, whatever your postpartum body looks like, you are that girl. So could you give a little bit of advice on how you grew to love your mom bod?
I would say you have to fake it till you make it. Because even there's days where I'm like, damn girl, I do not feel myself. But I feel like what has helped me is just to buy clothes that are more flattering to my new body. Right. So I had a whole bunch of people say, like, don't buy new clothes, like you're gonna eventually fit into your old clothes. I'm like, girl, I'm 4 months postpartum, I'm not fitting into my size 8 jeans anytime soon. So now I just buy stuff that I feel like, yeah, it's more flattering to this body. But for sure, fake it till you make it, because I feel like even just 3 weeks ago, I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I feel so fat, I feel this. And he's like, this is normal. Like and you look, he reminds me, like, every day, like, you look great, don't be hard on yourself. So yeah, like, I've always lived for, you have to have one loose item. So either a loose bottom, tight top, or tight bottoms, loose top. Okay. But I usually do loose top, tight bottoms. Today, I feel like it's more tight and then loose on the bottom. Okay. But I feel like it has to be either or, because if I do too loose, I just feel like more round. Yeah. And if I do too tight, it's just, I don't feel comfortable doing that yet.
Oh, I love that, because I feel like I have heard that a lot, that just wait until you fit into your clothes again. But it's like, you're supposed to love the journey too, you know? So,
and I think it's unrealistic.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, buy the clothes that you feel good in at the moment, instead of, oh, I can't wait to fit into my jeans or into my shorts. That's exactly how I was. And at the end of the day, I feel like I just started buying large clothes. I'm like, they fit, you know, they're comfy or whatever.
Or like with a little string, so like you can start tightening. If you like lose some pounds or something, just tighten it.
Yeah, exactly. And how do you style yourself now, aside from your like loose top, tight bottoms, or vice versa? Do you go for a certain color or a certain cut? Like, do you kind of just learn what you like to show and then dress yourself around that? Or
I would say I prefer myself in dark colors, especially now with the black hair. I love wearing all black. I just feel like it looks clean and the makeup stands out more. Especially today, I'm like, I have to do a sleek bun, so my makeup pops out more. So good. Oh, thank you. But I feel like I prefer myself in dark colors, because I feel like for some reason in light colors I just feel more round. I don't know. I feel like black is more flattering from what I've heard too, like from actual like people in fashion, right? You know, I think they say that for sure do darker colors. But yeah, even shopping, dude, I lose my train of thought. What was the question?
I'm like, now I lost my train of thought. It was, how do you dress? Like, how do you style yourself? Like, what do you go for?
Well, kind of like what I had said before, dark colors. And I feel like right now I'm trying to avoid too many like busy patterns on the bottom, because I feel like también it makes me feel more round. Right. But on tops, I don't mind it. Okay. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. And I love how you dress. I feel like this whole weekend you've had amazing outfits. And
oh my God, really?
Yeah, because I feel like for me, I kind of just go based off on comfort. I don't go based off of how I look. And I've always said this, and my mom always tells me, like, you have to dress a certain way for your body. Like you have to dress your body. You don't have to go for just the clothes that you like too. And I feel like that's something that I've learned with you and Noemi, because I feel like Noemi too, she has such good style.
But I feel like you do too.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Like, look at your outfit today. You look so cute.
It's because I just throw a matching set on and I'm good to go, you know. But
I love that.
You guys throw on like good outfit. You piece good outfits together. You always have like the cutest jewelry, which is another thing that I want to ask about. Do you like buying a lot of statement pieces like for jewelry to bring more like attention to like your face and your ears? Or
yeah, I would say for sure, because kind of like how I had said before, I feel like I dress very like just in basic colors or like outfits.
Yeah,
I feel like my accessories are always like shoes, maybe like a pop of color. Not always, but like if I'm going to do something, it's usually shoes, chunky jewelry. Like this stack, I feel has helped me a lot because I just feel more put together.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, I always have these rings on. We got matching rings.
Oh, we did. I should have worn mine.
Oh, you should have.
I know.
And then for earrings too, like the first ones are just the ones that I always change. Like these are actually, I did a collab with Blanca.
Oh yes, that's amazing.
Last year. But when I did like the collab, I was like, I need just statement pieces. Like I love chunkiness.
Yes.
And yeah, just statement stuff. So it can kind of bring out the outfit, because even just yesterday I was wearing just a green bodysuit and jeans. If I would have just worn it like that with no accessories, I feel like it would have looked very plain.
Yes.
But with the jewelry, I'm like, okay, it kind of brings something, you know?
I love that. And I just love how your makeup always goes with your outfits, and then you dress it up with like jewelry. I'm like, you literally look put together.
Oh,
you know?
thank you.
So where do you shop for your jewelry? Would you say?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was interrupting you.
No, go ahead.
I would say Amazon, TJ Maxx.
Okay.
And then Blanca.
Oh,
I
love Casablanca too. They have the best jewelry. I actually have their permanent bracelets, and I'm like, this is great because I never have to take it off. I love that. And so we'll have your Amazon storefront linked, so make sure you send it to me, because I feel like you always link really good stuff, like things that are actually worth buying.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're very trustworthy in what you link and stuff. So we'll have
I'll
that
never
link down
recommend
below.
something that I don't like.
No, and I feel like everything
if I do and I end up like disliking it, I'm gonna take
you
it
let
off.
them, or you let them know.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like everything that you've ever recommended, I always see you wear. You know, so I'm like, no, I trust this girl. So we'll have that linked. We'll have all of your socials linked down below too. I just want to thank you for giving me some time of your day, of your vacation, and just letting us know a lot about you, because I feel like I learned so much, especially like with the timeline of all your social media stuff. So if you guys want to know more about Jen, we'll have all of her stuff linked down below. And yeah, is there anything else you want to say? Maybe something you want to leave everyone with, a piece of advice, your favorite quote, something you live by?
Oh my God, you know, something I used to tell, I had it in my room, like, I think when I started social media, you know how like the mirrors used to, I don't know if you ever did this, you would buy a mirror and you would put the chalk paint and then you would write with chalk. It was like trendy. What year was it? Besides the point.
You're just a trendy girl. Like, I love that.
Sometimes it's too trendy. I need to have my own style. But I remember I had, what was it? The sun will rise. The sun will rise again and we will try again tomorrow. Is that what it says? Is that maybe. Quote?
I think so.
I mean, it makes sense, but like.
But it makes sense,
yeah. And I feel like I've taken that into like mom life. I'm like, today was a rough day, but tomorrow's a brand new day and we will try again.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate that. I hope you guys go with a little motivation. And yeah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You, and hopefully we can have you on soon again. Yay. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys next week.
Yay Networks.